Hello everyone, I am back today with some fresh tech. Today we have the POBOVi Gen 1 Smart Ring. Now before I start this review, I think I should mention that the people at POBOVi reached out to me and asked if I would accept one of their rings for free in exchange for a full, fair, and honest review, to which I said yes. And when companies send me this tech, usually smart rings and smart watches for free to review, I feel I'm obligated to let you know that. All right, so disclaimer out of the way. Before we go into what's in the box, and I will do in segment 1 here a what comes out of the box unboxing, and then I'm going to charge this thing up fully and then go away and wear it for several days and then come back with my full review. But before we even get into that, I will say a few weeks back, the POBOVi people sent me a sizing kit, and what that is a bunch of plastic rings. So you try them on your finger to figure out what size you are, and there are numbers in here that run through the sizes. So they send you this kit, then you send them an email to let them know what size ring you need, and then they send you the actual ring. So that's really nice to make sure you're getting the correct size. Now into the smart ring itself, and this has a little strip that you tear off here, and it says do not sign for this if the seal is broken. However, you can just slide this thing out. So let's see what is in the box. All right, POBOVi. It looks like an instruction packet here, perhaps, and a charging cable. Let's see. I'm already tearing things apart. Yeah, there's a quick guide. It looks like a full instruction book. Here will be the charging cable, and it's a USB Type-C on one end and Type-A on the other. So you would charge this end into a charging brick and then charge this into what appears to be a charging case for the device. And yes, here is the connector where that would plug in there. And then let's open that up. Oh, swings from the side. And then it says activating and charging. Aim the ring's red mark toward the indicator. And that's up here at the top. So let's get in and take a look at the ring itself. I got mine in sort of a, I don't know if they call this black or gunmetal gray, whatever it is. This is in size 12, so this will fit on my index finger, which is typically where you want a smart ring to go. And let's see, here's the red indicator, if you can see that little red mark on either side of the ring. And I'm supposing not only will you index that up, yep, I aligned it with the arrow in the charging case, and now the green charging light has come on. I'm guessing they're probably going to also want that part of the ring with the red marks, I would guess, on the underside of the finger to make sure the sensors are under your finger where they belong. So that's what comes out of the box. I'm going to go charge it up, wear it for several days, and come back in a few days with my full, fair, and honest review. Yeah, you'll see that in just a matter of seconds through the magic of editing. So if we take a look at the ring, this one is indeed in black, and if I turn off the studio light, it becomes a little bit more obvious without the shine that this is indeed a black ring. Now, I like the color, especially because when it's on the finger, it looks more like a piece of tech than it does a piece of jewelry. The hardware here is very well executed. It's a titanium metal with an insert. The electronics on the inside are covered in a medical grade epoxy resin. And I've been wearing it for a week or more, and I find it very non-irritating, extremely comfortable. It's a very thin ring, and I like that, but it's still got a powerful enough battery in here that it's going to last you 7 days. It's got 3 sets of sensor lights in here, okay, and you see them there under that medical grade epoxy. And I've noticed when you're wearing it in the proper direction, there are green diodes on the outside and a red one in the middle when it lights up to take its measurements. It charges through a non-contact inductive charger, and I'll take a look at that in a minute. So there's no actual metal protruding here to even come in contact with your skin to even run the possibility of doing any irritation. And you will notice on the sides here, on this side and on this side, there's a little red marker, and what that indicates is that goes on the top or the back of your finger. So if you look at the top of your hand, if you see that red dot there, then you know the sensors are in line where they need to be on the underside of your finger. Typically, these are most effectively worn on the index finger. So you'll see here, this one is actually size 12. It's extremely comfortable. It's a non-intrusive piece of tech. Let's look at the app. Well, let's go look at the charger and then look at the app. The charger here is its own little box that you open the lid, and it's got a battery built in here, and this thing charges up with a USB Type-C port, all right? So you would plug this in, charge up the battery in this cradle. You'll see that green light come on that lets you know it's got some charge in it, and then you see a red arrow at the very top, and that is where you align the red marker from your ring with that red arrow. And then you know it's doing that inductive charging. And again, if I kill one of these studio lights and do this, you'll see that green light blink to let me know that this guy is indeed charging. So you can just close the lid, take this charging case with you. It's portable, and you know, you can go for a week with the ring and then stick it in the charger, charge it up for a few hours, and probably go for another week without ever having to plug the base back into a power source. So that's pretty cool. It's very slick. I like the design, and I like the way this charging cradle is executed. Okay, so we go into the app, and you'll see at the very top this says connected, and it tells me I've got 97% battery life left in the ring. And this is one of the better apps I've seen in a smart device, all right? It's very comprehensive, very easy to use. It's very simple. And I'm a simple person with a simple brain, so I like apps that are simple and intuitive. But right at the top, it gives you your step count for the day, your estimated kilocalorie burn, and your active time throughout the day, all right? Your energy source, calories, fat, and carbohydrate. This is some estimate of, your activity level and what's burning carbohydrate and what's burning fat in its own estimation. I'm not exactly sure how it's doing that, but I assume it's making some assumptions about the way the body burns calories and carbohydrates preferentially over fat, one for quick energy, one for that long-term sustained energy. But it's a pretty cool breakdown that it even makes an attempt at doing that. Here is your sleep from the night before. It gives you your time engaged in deep sleep, your light sleep, REM sleep, awake. And at the top, it gives you a sleep score. And you can see your cycles over the course of the night. And I can go back and look at the week. I can look at the month. And you can see here, I have indeed been wearing this ring. I'm going to say, what is that? It's probably 2 weeks already. And it gives you your overall statistics there. So the sleep tracking, I find to be pretty good. No complaints at all there. It gives you a measure of your stress level. And I don't know exactly how it's doing this. I'm assuming it's making some calculations off of heart rate variability. But I don't know, but it's making some estimate of your personal physical stress level. Again, you can look at the weeks and the month, and it will tell you how much stress you're under. I'm in the normal range here. All right, we can make a measurement on demand, and here you can maybe see the green diodes flashing a little bit under the skin there. If I take this off, it'll know it's not on my finger, and it'll stop blinking. So I'm just doing the best I can here. So it'll make that measurement real time. Let me go ahead and stop. Let me get back into that app. My thumb just fat fingered it. But there's that stress level, your heart rate. It will do this in real time in beats per minute. And it gives you some ideas of your heart rate zones and some indications as to whether your heart rate is in good zones or not. Here is heart rate variability, or HRV. Again, I can measure that in real time. And then here you can see those green diodes maybe blinking a little bit more underneath there. Heart rate variability to have in a smart ring is pretty unique. I like it a lot. And you can read up on heart rate variability, and I'll drop a link to my explanation of what heart rate variability is in the description of this YouTube video. Also, I think I did a video a while back that talked about waterproofness or ingress protection. This is an IP68 waterproof device, meaning it's good to 100 meters or 328 feet of being submerged underwater. So it's good for swimming. You don't have to worry about taking it off when you're washing hands or taking a shower. I'll drop a link to that video also that talks about IP ratings and what they mean. Here is blood oxygen saturation, or SpO2, and now you can maybe see, maybe you can't if I hit measure, the red diode is actually blinking in there somewhere. And again, if I take this ring off my finger to show that to you, it's going to fail because it knows that it's not on my hand or on my finger. So I can't really show you the blinky lights behind the scene. But this is a pretty unique feature, blood oxygen saturation. And this also does your skin temperature. It's a proxy for body temperature. It's usually a few degrees lower than your body temperature. If you click on the health section here on the bottom, you get into your active energy, there's some health data, your sleep times, your stress levels, your heart rate variability, blood oxygen saturation. These are your 7 days tracked. And then your skin temperature, and then you get into some personal settings here where you can, basically pick and choose what you want it to do. You can have it do a low power reminder. You can set goals in terms of steps per day or kilocalorie burn per day, or your amount of active time per day. Skin temperature unit settings, Celsius or Fahrenheit. Messages, this will just push any messages that the app wants you to know about. App upgrade, it will let you know if there's a more current version than what you have. And then same for the firmware. It will let you check to see if there's a later version of the firmware that you can install. You can choose your language here, About Us, Help Center, POBOVi. Yeah, you check these guys out. I'll drop a link to them in the description as well. I think they executed a pretty great smart ring here. I'm very happy with it, and it's probably the one that is now going to stay on my finger. I'm just that happy with it. So let me wrap this up. Okay, so there you have it, the very beautiful and attractive POBOVi Gen 1 smart ring. I love this guy. It's going to stay on my finger, I do believe. I like it that much. This guy has stress monitoring, HRV or heart rate variability, sleep tracking. It's IP68 waterproof, as I mentioned. No subscription or monthly fees required for the app whatsoever, which is very, very nice. Once you buy it and install the app, it's yours. It's yours, and there are no recurring fees. And it's got that 7-day battery life, 3 sets of sensor lights, and again, no metal on the inside for charging, so there's no metal that comes in contact with your skin. It's that titanium with the inside covered by that medical grade epoxy resin. This, in my opinion, is on the upper end of smart ring technology right now. This is a premium smart ring, but it's not really commanding a premium price, and I don't know how long they're going to keep it that way. So I would say grab yours now. It's selling right now for $79, which I think is an absolute bargain for this thing. And I'm going to drop a link with a code below that's POBOVi is offering my viewers, that means you, a 10% off coupon code. So go take advantage of that, save 10%. I like it. It's definitely in the top 3 rings I've ever reviewed, probably in the top 2 smart rings, and maybe even number 1. So it's going to stay on my finger for a while, and that's probably the biggest compliment I could give it and the best endorsement I could give it. POBOVi smart ring, 2 thumbs up. Love this guy. So yeah, I do these smart watch and tech reviews, smart ring reviews to support my kayaking channel over at davethekayaker.com. If you like this particular video or you like anything I do here, go ahead, give that a thumbs up, leave a comment, share it with a friend, let people know about this channel. All my smart ring and smart watch reviews are on my YouTube playlist called Fitness Tracker and Smartwatch Reviews, and then there's another playlist specifically for smart ring reviews. Go check that out. And until next time, stay healthy, be fit, love life, take what life has to give you, and do something nice for somebody today and something even nicer for somebody tomorrow. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I appreciate you oh so much.